I feel crazy.
Yeah. It's an amazing thing, the mind. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Incredible. It creates an illusion of a Katie. It creates your parents. It creates your friends. It creates everything. I'll give you an example. Yeah. And let's be really honest, all right? Are you who I think you are?
No.
Good, good, good. Now, nor is what you think I am or anyone else or anything else is.
That feels really liberating because one large story that I've told myself for a long time was that nobody understands me. But it's like,
How could they? How
yeah,
could
what?
they? How
I
could
can't.
they possibly understand the me? You don't even understand
I know.
it. Or haven't until now, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, yeah. It's a common story. Nobody gets me. Nobody
Yeah.
understands me. Nobody can truly see me. It's common. Of course they can't. Of course they can't.
So how do you have like relationships if you don't have story?
Relationships implies two, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, you believe that you've had a relationship with your mum your whole life. You believe that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All that's been going on. Now, is your mum who you think she is?
No.
Then how can you say you've had a relationship with her? The relationship that you've had with her is what's been going on in the story, in your story. Now, are you truly in relationship with her, or are you in relationship with what you think about her?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship with what I think about her
Right. So you've never been in a relationship with her,
or
ever,
anybody.
with anybody, because your mind creates the idea of your mum. It creates the idea of your siblings, if you have any, creates the idea of your dad. It creates the idea of even me sitting here. Your mind, no doubt, is creating an idea about me. No doubt.
Yeah.
I'm not that. Sorry. Not guilty, Your Honor. How could I be what she thinks I am? I'm here. I can't be what your idea of me is going on in your head. It's not me. That's not me. When I asked you, are you who I think you are? You knew the right answer.
Yeah, I
You
know.
went, no. Then what gives you the right to say that everybody else and everything else is what you think they are?
Yeah. Okay, wait, but at the same time, because if I when I think when I when I am just here,
Hmm.
but isn't that everybody? So in some level, on some level, don't I know everybody?
Oh, say
Because
that
I
again. Say that again. You
like if
spoke a
I'm
bit softly.
okay, so if I'm just here and that's really, me, then on some level, isn't that everybody?
Yep.
So there's like that.
Not on some level. That's the truth.
So don't I know everybody?
You
No,
are
I don't
everybody.
know. I
You,
am everybody. I don't
yeah,
know everybody. I am
correct.
everybody. Well, that's kind of mind-boggling too, because
But understand, when I say you are everybody, I'm not talking about the mental creations that you're creating about everybody. I'm talking
no,
about this.
And yeah, like creation energy.
Want to call it that?
I don't
Consciousness.
know.
You're conscious right now. When was the last time your consciousness was in a relationship with the consciousness in your mother? Never. Probably. Probably never.
Does that ever happen? I mean, probably never, but does that happen?
Yeah, but when you come to see the truth, that consciousness that's apparently over there with your mother is the exact same consciousness that's here. They're
So
not two,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
one.
So there is no relationship
Correct.
with anything because it's all just one.
Correct.
So there's literally all just one thing.
Correct. And then the
And
mind
then
creates the rest. The
story, the
mind
mind.
creates the mind creates the idea of you and the idea of another and the idea of this and the idea of that. And the mind does all of that.
Oh my God, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, why does it do that? Because it tries,
Why does what do that?
why does the mind,
Is there a mind? Hold on. Is there a mind? What's a mind?
your
What
brain?
a mind is a brain?
No, because it's
Because you've
brain
been,
and
when you say, oh, it's all going on in my mind, yeah, you don't mean it's all going on in my brain. You believe that they're two distinct, different things. You
my
do.
mind.
Otherwise, you'd be saying all the time, it's all going on in my brain. And you don't say that.
Yeah, because the mind is more if it's like thoughts.
Good.
Uh,
And now what? Good. Now what of mind? What's that?
what? Wait, what? Ask that again.
Now, what of mind? What's that? Because ordinarily, we're walking around believing that all these thoughts are going on in my mind, don't we?
Yeah,
Okay, identify the mind. What's that? Oops, actually, I don't know.
I don't know
Right. Another false assumption.
that I
Another
know.
another misplaced belief. I have a mind. Really? I've looked and I've looked and I've looked and I've looked. I have never discovered a mind ever. All I do know that's happening is there are thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. The truth is just that there are thoughts that are in my awareness or
Good, good. Question could be, thoughts just happen. What are they arising in? What's
just
prior to the thoughts? What are they happening in? What's
a
between two thoughts?
space. I don't know.
And then don't, if you don't know, don't put something forward if you don't know.
Well, I think it's space.
Is it?
That, see, I don't know. Well, I guess I don't know. Okay, wait.
But you're better to go with the actually, I don't know. Don't
Yeah,
let the
I see.
mind just throw up these ideas and assumptions and beliefs because you just want to deal with the truth.
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
Good, good.
Mm, so wait, what was that question again? What's between thoughts?
Yeah. Or what are they appearing in? They're appearing, right? You're aware of thoughts.
Yeah, they
Good.
appear in
And the
my.
thoughts get good. The thoughts keep changing, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's the background to thoughts?
I don't know.
Interesting question, though, don't you think?
Yeah,
We
because
don't
I'm thinking,
look.
well, I
We
keep
don't. Yeah. Go
when
on.
I'm looking, I'm like, what's behind him feels is it feels like I'm aware. The awareness is behind the thought, is what it feels like.
Good. What's here right now? The awareness behind the thought. Is it any different from the awareness that's just right here, right now? The awareness.
No,
Is it any different? It's no different, is it?
no.
Yeah. So the awareness is prior to thoughts.
I feel that.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know what to do with it.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. But see, if you understand that that creates the seeming Katie is the thoughts, right? Just thoughts. Yeah. I was born
Mm.
such and such a year, and my mum's name is blah, and my dad's name is blah, and the first school I went to was blah, and I got siblings that I never got on with, or we loved each other, whatever, right? It's, yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. That all arises in as thoughts, doesn't it?
Yeah,
All arises as thoughts. Yeah. Now, I'm
yeah,
thinking or I'm believing that you're starting to at least come to an understanding that there's something prior to thoughts.
yeah,
You called it awareness. I said, okay, is it any different from the awareness that's being experienced right here, right now? You're aware of thoughts, right?
yeah. It's what feels different when I'm thinking about this is when I'm just aware right now, there's like I feel it. Um, when I'm thinking about the awareness prior to thought, um,
Is it
how
fair
do
to
I say?
say thought is a result of being aware?
Hmm,
If there was no awareness, could there be thoughts?
no.
Right.
Yeah, no. And so yeah, so thought just arises
Good.
like from the awareness, from the yeah, it just arises. Thoughts just arise.
Good.
And then mind wants to create a story
What mind?
because mine's not real.
Good. Good. This is good. It's okay.
So what creates this story, actually?
What is
So
the
does it
story? What is the story made up of?
thoughts?
Good. Is it Katie creating the story?
No,
Katie is the story.
exactly.
Right. So it's not Katie creating the story, right?
No,
Right.
it's not. Katie is the story. Katie's
There's a story about Katie.
this is Katie is this whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. The story of Katie. You know, even logically, yeah. The story of Katie. Can that be Katie?
No.
No. Why? Because it's a story about a Katie. So the story can't be the Katie. So what's going on? What's
Well,
going
yeah,
on? What's going
you
on?
kind of lost me a little when you said something about the story. Like there's a story of Katie, but the story and Katie are not the same because Katie is
The story. Katie is the story.
Katie is the story.
Correct. Because if we
Yeah, so
remove that story with amnesia,
story.
sorry, say that again.
Yeah, you said so Katie is the story, so Katie cannot be making the story.
Correct. And the story can't be about a Katie, because Katie is the story.
That's the part that's like, I don't know what I'm mm, trying to do here, where I make like, yeah, Katie separate than the story. Is that because I still am trying to associate this with Katie?
Correct. Good catch.
Yeah, okay, I feel that now.
Good. Can you see the difference between the story of Katie, right, and just this?
Yeah,
Can you see how they're the polaric opposites apart?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It would be like, reading a book about Katie, the story of Katie, right? We read the book and we get to the end of the book and go, that was a great story about Katie. That was like, I really enjoyed that story about Katie. And then Katie walks in the room. I, I, will the real Katie please stand up? Is it the Katie that walks in the room or is it the Katie in the book?
yeah. Katie's just in the book.
Right. So can you see the difference between the story in the book and then you walk in the room?
Yeah, I can
I'm
feel the
talking about if
difference.
someone's reading this. There's three things going on, right? There's someone reading a book about Katie. So there's the someone, which isn't Katie, right? Reading a book about Katie. And they get to the end of the book and they go, wow, that was fantastic. God, I really I identified with Katie. I got Katie. Like, I get Katie. But then you walk in the room. Which one are you? The one that's walked in the room or the story in the book?
Well, I am the one that walked in through the room.
Right. Can you see the difference in the experience of a story about Katie
Yeah,
compared to Katie now walks in the room?
yeah, right.
Right?
Yes, I do. I understand that, I
These are
think.
pointers, by the way. I'm just pointing to something.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that walked in the room, is it the story that walked in the room?
No.
Oh, interesting. What walked in the room?
The consciousness. I mean, I would just want to say like who I really am is there.
Good.
That's
Good enough.
consciousness,
Good enough.
which
Do,
is
do, do,
different.
do you believe from the beginning of this conversation, really, that I've been sitting here having a conversation with Katie? You don't believe that, I hope.
Wait, do I believe that you're sitting here having a conversation with Katie? See, I don't know. I want to say yes because I still identify as a
But Katie's
Katie.
the story.
I know. Why am I
Why,
still
why, would,
identifying?
why would I be having a conversation with a story?
You can't.
I can't. So then the question would be, who or what am I speaking to?
You're speaking to me, this.
Now, all you need to know is that me, this, right, is not the Katie story. How can it be? This is real. The story's a
Yeah.
story. This is real. The story's a story.
Hmm. My brain wants to fight this so much right now.
It's okay. And I'm glad you said that. Good. You've got to get that sort of stuff out.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain's here just doing this. Yeah, but you've got to get it
Yeah.
out. Then,
Let's
then,
do it.
then together, then together, we can look at it and challenge it.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I keep saying, yeah, but then like how do I function in life? Like, how does this work? How does this go together? Like, this doesn't, if there's
Uh,
a story, but it feels like part of me or like something that's with me or attached to me or
Okay, when you're
something.
saying me, what are you referring to when you're saying attached to
No,
me?
I'm referring to like my core,
What's that?
like
What's that?
this,
What's that?
like amnesia.
Good. What's that? What is this? Is this Katie?
No, but Katie's a thing that's here.
No, Katie's not a thing that's here. Unless you're
Katie,
telling me a story is a thing.
so Katie's not a thing.
Correct. Katie's not
It's
an entity. Katie can't see, hear, taste, touch, smell. Katie is not conscious. Katie is not aware. Unless you're telling me a story can see, hear, taste, touch, smell, and is conscious and aware.
okay, so okay. Yes. All right. So I'm consciousness.
Yeah, but careful. That's, I think you'll find, if you're really honest there, that's Katie saying I am consciousness.
Well, okay, so I'm just hypothetically. I do so wait, so is that Katie? Katie doesn't want
Uh,
to leave. Katie's like, oh, my brain.
it's okay. It's good. It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, my brain
Yeah.
feels like scrambled
Yeah.
eggs, but
We're just trying to deal with the truth as much as we possibly can today. Just the truth. That's all.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just the truth. See, if I'm telling you there's no Katie there, if I'm telling you there isn't a personal self there, why am I sitting here communicating with you then? What would I be communicating to? Do you really think that I'd spend this time talking to a Katie that's not there?
No.
Right. So I'm talking to something. I'm talking to something that can hear me, see me, is aware of me, and is conscious of me. Now, all that's been happening your whole life is the mind has been saying this that can see, hear, this that is conscious, this that is aware is called Katie. And it's wrong.
Mm,
Just like your mum is not who you think you are,
mm,
or she is. Your mum is not who you think she is. She can't be who you think she is. You're thinking about her as going on here. She's over there. You with me?
mm-hmm.
This tells falsehoods all the time. And it also says, the mind also says, yeah, yep, this that's here, that's conscious and aware and alive and can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell is Katie. The mind is saying that. And it's been saying it since you're about 2 years of age. That's why this can be difficult for a moment to come to accept, to come to see. But all we've got to do is see it, see what's actually happening as opposed to what we think is happening. Because what we think is happening is not happening.